Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Pro-Moto. My name is Eliot Smith. I work for Pro-Moto, and we generally specialise in electric vehicle training. But today I want to talk a bit more about training per se as we know it. We all understand the importance of tools and equipment, and as I'm a time-served mechanic and a time-served apprentice, from the very early days of me in my apprenticeship, it was instilled in me that I need to get the proper tools, the right equipment, and everything else. And of course, I went to college, learned about all the rudimentals, all the fundamentals about vehicle technology, maintenance and repair, and so forth and so forth. And of course, over the years, we all go back to the snap-on van, we all go back to the tool van, whatever it is, and we start collecting tools. And it's nice to have a collection, but we understand the importance of those tools. It allows us to do the job correctly, efficiently, and we rely on those tools time and time again. So there's an investment we are placing in the equipment that we have to carry out the job. So we can do it first time fix, we can use specialist tools like multimeters and so forth that allow us to do the correct diagnosis and so forth. One of the things that we probably don't pay attention to is the most important tool, which is up here. Now, when we are free to finish our apprenticeship, most organisations, most garages say, okay, you're now qualified, you can do everything you need to, and that's about the end of our training. And quite often, traditionally, we found that actually the investment in ourselves and the business in the investment of their employees and their technicians, it kind of curtailed and is finished. So we don't really sharpen up our skills and understanding. And let's face it, over the years, particularly in my career, I've seen the advent of many, many different technologies, from fuel injection systems, yes, I am that old, to airbag systems, CAN bus systems, and now we're getting to electric vehicle systems. So it's really important to continue the training to understand how we can, how the systems work. We have the confidence and the competence to work on these types of vehicles. And once we do that, that gives us confidence in ourselves, but also invests equally in ourselves as far as our values are concerned, and the business as well. Now, if you're in independent garage, it's important that we have as many skills as possible, because the different technologies coming for our garages, not just electric vehicle technology, but all the other technologies like ADAS, airbags, CAN bus, you name it, media systems and stuff like this. We need to keep on top of those things. So if we've got an opportunity to skill ourselves up, great news. Okay, so then we can add value to ourselves. We make sure that we're competent, we are qualified. A lot of the qualifications, a lot of the training that we do has a qualification to it. So that means that we've got some evidence that we've got those skills. So if we go to another garage, we go to another organisation, then they're recognised. So that's really, really important as far as we're concerned. The next part of that is, why is it important to get EV skilled? Now, you can argue whether electric vehicles are coming or not, but they're coming. Okay, there's certain things outside our control, and let's face it, most manufacturers, probably every manufacturer now, is switching from ICE internal combustion engine platforms to electric vehicle platforms, whether it be a hybrid, whether it be a plug-in hybrid or a full electric vehicle. And in some cases, we may see in the future fuel cell technology being introduced to the industry as well. Now, as far as EV qualifications are concerned, National Occupational Standards some 15 years ago got together with different manufacturers, different sectors of the automotive industry, including recovery industry, the fire and rescue services and stuff like this, and sat down and decided what skills do we need in the industry to make sure that we can maintain, service and repair new technologies such as electric vehicle technology. Now, those occupational standards, both for the IMI and the City and Guilds and other awarding bodies, took those occupational standards and turned them into qualifications. The good news about the qualifications is they're nationally recognised. Once you've gone through the process of learning and you've done the assessment process and you successfully succeeded that standard, then that qualification is yours. It's a lifetime qualification. It's just the same as you doing your qualifications prior to you leaving school all those years ago. No one can take them away from you. And of course, that's evidence again that you go to say to a garage, you go to an organisation, and one of the questions they're going to ask now, I mean, amongst many other questions, is, are you electric vehicle qualified? So the IMI standards, the IMI qualifications and the occupational standards back that up. And the industry now probably recognises, not just from an independent garage and a motor group, but also manufacturer training will recognise that standard as far as you're concerned. So real good value, a tick box as far as your skills are concerned. Okay, so it's really important that you start looking at, if you haven't done already, what qualifications apply to you, whether it's a level 1 as awareness for customer facing staff, whether it's for maintenance, so for MOT kind of inspection processes, whether it's repair, which is a level 3, then we can start to look at actually removing, replacing high voltage components, or it's level 4, we start to look at things like battery repairs, diagnosis, troubleshooting and stuff like this. All those levels are in place and we deliver all of those as far as Pro-Moto is concerned. All right, so if you're interested, you feel you need to get skilled up, go online, have a look at our website. If you're not sure, give us a ring in the office. All of us will be happy to talk to you, discuss what your requirements are, whether it's for yourself or a team of the team that you work within or an organisation you're trying to get the training for. So the next question is, will EV training be nationally recognised? Good news, yes. All the qualifications that we deliver, the level 1 for awareness, level 2 for maintenance, level 3 for repair, and level 4 for diagnosis and troubleshooting, have a qualification attached to them. So attend the training, go through the process, do the assessment. As long as you're successful, you'll get awarded a national occupational standard. That's the good news, because obviously there are standards across the industry. EV training means that we're aware of how the system works, how the vehicle works, what kind of components are involved with that, so that we can come away with a bit more confidence and a bit more competence to work on these types of vehicles. So yes, EV training has a nationally recognised qualification. So once you get that under your belt, that's again a good tick box for yourselves. It's good value for yourselves, for your organisation, and of course for your career. Qualifications important to your video? Of course they are. But obviously, what value do they bring to the business? Now, as we see the transition to electric vehicles, a lot of customers, your existing customers, okay, come in and have their conventional vehicles serviced and maintained, and they're probably absolutely happy with that. Research has shown that up to 50% of people that are looking at EVs or changing to EVs don't necessarily go back to their loyal dealership or garage, because they don't know whether you're qualified, you're competent and equipped to work on electric vehicles. So they'll carry out searches to find out garages that work on electric vehicles. And there's an opportunity for that individual, that customer, maybe goes to somewhere else. So if you're going to get EV qualified, your technicians, you're self-qualified, make sure your customers are aware of that. Make sure you communicate it. There's no point having the value in yourselves unless you communicate it to the people in your customers and as far as your business is concerned. So make sure that people are aware, your regular customers, loyal customers, and maybe your new customers that come to you for electric vehicle maintenance, repair and diagnosis. Okay, cool. So we have levels 1 to 4 in EV training. So once we've established that we know that training is important, you can come to us about as far as electric vehicle training is concerned. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a number of courses to support that. We've got a tech for non-tech, so hybrids and EVs explained. So for customer facing staff that people don't really have a technical background, it's important that the dialogue they have with customers, your clients, is on an EV type of technology, a language that they understand. They're talking about kilowatt hours and battery capacity and so forth, and charging and the different types of charging and everything else. So that's a really good course for someone that doesn't need to know the technicalities of the vehicle, but needs to appreciate the dialogue and the languages we're talking around electric vehicles. Other courses that we have, charging systems, which is a one-day course, electric vehicle system troubleshooting or problem solving. And of course, we have a battery repair course as well, which is quite popular. So one of the things we're going to see in the future, and we've seen it already, is problems with batteries. If batteries fail or are not happy, then pretty much the vehicle's not going to start at all as far as the vehicle's concerned. So proper diagnosis and being able to repair batteries is going to be a cost-effective way of making sure that your customer is reassured they're going to the right place and talking to the right people. If you're not too sure, you can always scan the QR code. If you want to pause this video, scan the QR code. Now take you direct to our website and you can find out more information. So thank you for listening. you've got any inquiries or you've got any questions you want answered, ring the office. We're happy to talk to you, and we can deal with your inquiries and hopefully sort you out as far as any training requirements concerned. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye.